Welcome to another Coach Conversation. Let's have a chat with one of Narry Warren's gun players, Stewie Scanlon. Welcome to GameFace.
G'day, Coach. How you going?
I'm fantastic. Now, you've been a hard man to catch. I know you're a very important man. You're a very busy man. So why don't we get straight into it? What do you do for a crust, Stu?
I'm laying timber flooring at the minute for myself, which is pretty good and pretty cruisy and pretty busy at the same time.
Well, it's one of the strangest things that's happened to you doing that. You must have come across some interesting people.
Yeah, you come across a few strange characters around, just people just choosing weird things to install in their house, which are quite ugly.
Like what?
Oh, just weird colours of flooring, like really bad white colours and just reds and just really gross things.
Are you ever tempted to go to them, maybe you should have a rethink of that, or you just think, oh, well, it's their choice, what can I do?
Time's money, Coach, so just chuck it in and get out of there and get your money.
Well, let's talk a little bit of footy. I ask this question to pretty much everyone, and this is for people who don't know your story. What is your story as far as footy goes with Narry?
Footy with Nerys, I started probably when I was 16 as a fill-in player playing in the Colts. I was playing 16 at Fountain Gate at the same time and was backing up on a Saturday morning, Sunday afternoon playing both. So played a few fill-in games and luckily won a flag in 2009 when I was 16 in the Colts. I played a lot of juniors at Fountain Gate and Narry North, and I played 4 years of under-9s footy when I was from about 6 years old. So I loved it forever and was always going to play.
What was the thing that grabbed you, Stu? Because I know when you get a bit older, there's different things. But when you're a kid, was it just getting out there, running around, kicking the ball and just hanging out with your mates?
I love kicking goals, Coach. That's the number one reason I play the game. There's no better feeling than kicking a goal.
Do you think that this year could be Narry's year? I know that's a tough question, and I know you've had a lot of changes and you're young and you did get beaten last game, which sort of, I suppose, brought a lot of things into perspective, but you do have the nucleus of a pretty good side.
Yeah, we do. We were missing a couple on the weekend, which are probably really key people to our structures and setups. That won't really bother us losing a beaky now. We know when we play our best footy, we can beat anyone and we can contend for that cup at the end of the year.
So you're on a small ground this week and away.
We haven't been too bad on the small grounds. Played Olinda and Morialic, and I think we had 8 and 11 goals respectively, so wins. We're not too bad, but yeah, we're pretty good on the small grounds.
Do you see yourself, and I have said this to both the Quirk boys, and I did say this to your president, and they sort of looked at me strangely, and they wouldn't be the first ones and they won't be the last to look at me strangely, but I did say, do you think you're flying a little bit under the radar this year?
I definitely think so. There was a lot of talk in the pre-season. There wasn't much said about us. We'd lost a few, and I think people kind of had written us off. We knew we had a good bunch of young kids, and if we played the quick style of footy that we do, we can beat anyone.
So that's enough about footy. I'm going to ask you some personal questions. Stu, you remember your first girlfriend's name?
No, we won't go there. We won't start with that one.
Don't start with that one. That's fine. What about your latest partner? You want to talk about her?
Yeah, Jessica. She's in the B grade at Narry Warren. Been with her for nearly 6 years now.
And you met her obviously through the club?
Yep, through the club. A strapping young 19-year-old I was back then.
And so was it love at first sight?
For me, it was. It took me a while to get her on board, but it is. It's going well.
Can you tell us some of your lines, Stu?
Just a long, hard slog away it was for me over a couple of years.
Couple of years?
Yeah, she made me persist, which I'm pretty good at.
That leads into my next question, Stu. What's the most attractive thing about you? It doesn't have to be physically, or it could be emotionally.
I'm a pretty humorous sort of guy. I like to think I'm pretty funny. So does she. She thinks I'm pretty funny as well.
What's the biggest decision that you've made over the last 12 months?
We purchased a block of land and starting to build later this year, which is pretty big, which is a pretty big deal and pretty exciting at the same time.
Wow, that is exciting. So what's next after that?
Not much. Be in debt for the rest of my life.
I know that feeling, mate. So I was going to ask you what motivates you, what gets you out of bed every day. I suppose in the end it'll be paying the mortgage, is that right?
Yeah, paying the mortgage and a good cup of coffee. Just a cappuccino will do.
You sort of answered this one before, but how would you describe yourself in 3 to 5 words?
Easy to get along with and pretty humorous.
Good luck on the weekend. You got a prediction for us?
Narry by 10 goals.
Good on you, Stu. Thanks for your time and thanks for answering the questions. I know they're not always easy, but hopefully everyone listening will get to know you a little bit better. Thanks, mate.